Alright, this next tutorial is how to take what we've done in Excel and transfer it over to Word. And so we have all of our raw data in Excel, which is great for doing calculations, but it's nice to have it incorporated into Word itself. Before I try to copy anything over, I'm going to go to a Word file. I'm just going to get myself ready. So I want to number my data tables and give them descriptive titles. The first data table was going to be the loudness of pop from combusting different ratios of oxygen and hydrogen, or something kind of like that. It doesn't need to be literally like that, but the title of the data table should tell the reader what to expect when they look at it. And it's pretty straightforward if you're going between Excel and Word. Just copy, Control-C, or you could always right-click to copy. And over here, Control-V, or right-click, Control-V. And you should get this as it looks there. If not, you may want to kind of play around with paste options. Ideally, you'll have something that looks like that. Go ahead, pause the video, and make sure that you copy over all your data tables, giving them descriptive titles. All right. So the next thing we want to do is we want to improve the format of this data table. It's fine, but it looks a little boring. So what I want to do is insert a row above here, and these are my 5 trials. So I'll call this all the loudness. And we quantitatively measure the loudness, so I'll call it the perceived volume. Don't worry about that formatting for right now, because I'm going to take all these cells and I'm going to go to So I went up to the table menu, and I'm going to go to merge cells. Ah, that looks nice. Okay, cool. So we can go ahead and maybe make this bold. To get it in the center, click the align, and I like having it in the center and the center. Doesn't really matter. Just something similar here for our ratio box. Let's merge that, and making sure there's not an extra break in there. That there, make it bold. Ah, that looks a lot better to me. If you want, you can mess around and you can make all of the data centered. If that's something that speaks to you, that doesn't really matter to me. All right, pause the video, go ahead, make sure you have all of those set up. And eventually you should have something that looks like this, which is 3 data tables, where you have your 2 individual sets of data, the loudness of the pop, and the distance traveled, and the class data down below. Alright, the next step is to copy over our graphs into Excel, which is pretty straightforward. Once again, I'm going to get myself ready. So you see I don't actually have data table 3 here, but theoretically it would go there. I want to call this graph 1, and then say the loudness of pop. The loudness of pop at different ratios of oxygen and hydrogen, or something like that. And I can just go over to my Excel page and find that that's the one I want. Okay, Control-C. Go back to my document and Control-V, and boom, there you go. Now, I know that this graph is as I want it to be. If I realize, oh, hey, I made a mistake with the Excel part and I had to go back and fix it, unfortunately, this wouldn't auto-update, but that's okay. You can always make a change in Excel and then copy it back over when you're done. You should have, in addition to answers to the questions, at least 3 data tables. That's your loudness data, your distance data, and the class data, and 2 graphs of loudness and distance. All right, excellent. Please ask if you have any questions. Otherwise, have fun.